All right, Lady Treasure inspired YouTube channel first and tell you what's happening. So, Kings Estate Kennels is my husband and my kennel business, and Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is our main and only purebred. Otherwise, we have mixes, intentional mixes, but they are mixes. And look at what we have tonight. I will show you my babies. Look at that. That's a little boy. They are Blenheim. That is the red and white. If you don't know this breed, they're the ones featured in Lady and the Tramp, the female. And she is having one right now, number 6. She started at 7'10" and she has 5, and right now she's having number 6. I'm going to turn the camera and see if it's live. There we go. Try to get it. Yep, she's starting to, if I can get the camera around there, I don't want to interrupt her. She's got it cut away from herself. And the thing about this litter that's surprising is I've never had blue merles. Gracie has blue merle in her lineage. See, there you go. And you can't see the one she's working on. Yes, it is. That's the wet one right there. She's doing the back. It looks like another blue merle. That's going to make 4 blue merle puppies. And they're rare. And you know, there's controversy about them online. Some of these show people don't consider them purebred, but American Kennel Club won't always acknowledge that they're purebred. But if you can get, there we go, if you can get, there's our new one, if you can get your DNA test and prove that they're 100% Cavalier, then you can prove that. Now I'm going to take this one away. I put them in a basket, and I let Gracie just clean herself up and look at the other puppies. Let me just show you my little procedure here. And I take this one over, and even though Mama usually does a good job of tying off that cord, biting off that cord, I still like to put a little extra string, and I like to do my own. I gotta use both my hands, so I'm gonna set the camera up. And I like to do my own tying off. Let's take a look at this, and first let's see together what we have. We got a girl, and it's another blue merle. You know, it mostly looks black and white or almost tricolor. That might not be a merle. That might be a tricolor, but the reason why I'm saying all these might be's is because we were not there to witness the tie. And when you don't see the tie, you are not sure who the sire is. So I have four males. One was a tricolor. I don't have him anymore. Tricolor, like this one is looking. One is a black and tan, the most rare color. One is a ruby, and one is a red and white, just like Gracie. And the red and white is the one that we had her in the pen with. But since we didn't see the tie, we don't know if she was running out in her exercise area with one of the other Cavaliers, since the people that were watching them did not report a tie. They were still in Georgia. Danny and I were here in Oklahoma. So he looks nice and strong. Did I say he? No, she. Yes. That's a pretty girl. Okay, so I'm going to tie off that cord, and then I'm going to give her a little milk. I do my own little puppy milk syringe full. Let's see if I can get this set up now so you can. There we go. Just get my hands free so I can tend to this number 6 here. There you go. Hey, everybody. So I told you on Lady Treasure Inspired, I didn't have to create content tonight. I didn't have to come up with anything. I just watched my girl, knew she was due soon. Usually their temperatures drop, but I don't take temperatures, and they stop eating. And you know that your mother is going to whelp soon. So my chartreuse green is going to be this puppy's ribbon, this little girl. We go by the alphabet with our naming. Some people do sitcoms or cartoon characters or name them after family members, all kinds of things. We're just on the alphabet. So we're on the letter T now. So this is a T litter for Gracie. And I'm going to name this girl Tina. because I have Tiana, Tito, the boy, Trina, Teresa, and Tommy boy. Maybe Trina and Tina is too close. Yeah, I think better think of something else. Let me see. Uh, I'll think about that for a minute, but right now I just want to tie this. And I know you can't see it, but I really just have to do it, and I'll show you afterwards. I just make a real good knot, and the mom will she'll keep chomping at it and pull it off if I leave the string too long. So I try to make sure I get a good close tie, and then I watch it. In a couple of days, it'll just be a whole dried up thing and no more issue. But at first, I like to make sure I do that, help her out. Because I had a St. Bernard when I first started breeding way back 1999, 2000s. And I watched, very sadly, a brand new mom. They go from being called a bitch, which is not a term I like to use, but it actually comes from the dog world, and that's the real word. And they become a dam. And that's not D-A-M-N, just D-A-M. Once they have puppies. So my St. Bernard had, so you see that little same color string I put around her neck? I tied that off. Her mother might chew at it a little bit. If I see bleeding, I'll just tie it again. Just tie it again. And so there's that pretty girl. I don't know. How about Tessie? How about Tessie? There's an old-fashioned name. My father used to call me that as a goofy nickname because it bothered me. He knew I didn't like it, so he said, "Hey, Tessie, come here." So we're going to call you Tessie. Tessie or Tessa? Which one do you think? I think Tessa. Tessa or Tessie? I think Tessa. We're not going to do the one my dad gave me. I think Tessa just sounds cute. I'm watching Gracie now. She's doing a lot of stirring up. See if she's going to have another one. I tell you, she's having them fast. Okay. So I'm going to write down this birth. I recorded. It says 9:52. It's been with me since I came on. I don't know what time I came on, but I'll give it 10 minutes. So I'll say 9:42. I'll write that down right here. I'm going to call it Tessa, female, 9:42. I estimate because I didn't look at the time. And I'm going to put another blue merle. I don't know what's going on here. This is number 6. Gracie. So I'll show you the setup we have here. So there's a little heater facing her crate. And we do that because you got to keep puppies at 80 to 85 degrees at all times. And I just put a clean pillow in there and put the other one in the wash. And so let me turn this so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. I have my extra vitamin stuff here. Puppy Vite gel for puppies, high calorie dietary supplement. I just do this. I also use Fortical sometimes or something called ASAP. It's just extra incentive for them to have the glucose, turn this, they need. And then I'm going to syringe up 4 milliliters, or if she'll take it twice, that'll be a total of 8 milliliters, and give it to her. And I've done all of those that are in there twice. So every 2 hours you want to feed. Hi, sweetie. Every 2 hours you want to feed them until you're very sure that mama's milk is in. When they are all nice and warm and cozying up and mom is all settled down, and I wash off her bottom and she's calm and she's had a little puppy food and yogurt, which gets her energy up as well. Let me put the phone back up here. So at that time, mom is ready to settle down and she's no longer having puppies. I'm not really worried about the milk. I watch, and every now and then you have a litter that they're just slow to feed, and mom's milk is slow to come in, and so then you're getting ready to lose a lot of sleep. You're going to be up every 2 hours making sure those puppies thrive. You know, that's just the way it is. It's a part of it. So I'm going to feed number 6 here. Tessa. I like that name, Tessa. So show the people you're eating. Hello, sweetie. And that sucking reflex is there, and you just Gently do the syringe, and you're encouraging that sucking reflex right away. The color looks good. Gracie's 3 years old, so this is a mature litter. I'm not worrying about any of the puppies being sickly. They look good coming out. I only have one little one, but he's still looking good. Nobody's color was off, and nobody struggled to breathe. I've had puppies born struggling to breathe, and they still survived. And then some, of course, were stillborn. Good job, little girl. Tess is a good eater. That's always important. Look at that. Say hi to the people. So that's pretty much it for this episode of Lady Treasure Inspired. We've got puppies. I'll come back and give you an update. Thank you for being with me.